Hey everyone, it's July 7th, time for another Tuesday Tornado Tips. I'm your host, Jon Edlin, and today I'm excited to talk to you about insurance. A lot of people can talk to you about how to be prepared for a tornado, like meteorologists and that type of thing, but not a lot of people can tell you what actually happens after you're hit by a tornado. I'm a tornado survivor. I survived the EF3 tornado on March 3rd, 2020 in Nashville, Tennessee, and man, I learned a ton. And that's what this channel is all about, is teaching you the things that I wish I would have known before I was hit by a tornado or after I was hit by a tornado. And today we're going to talk a little bit about insurance because insurance, is just one of those things. After your house is completely destroyed, you're going to have to work with insurance. Hopefully you have insurance, and so I'm grateful that we did have insurance. And I'm also actually grateful that we were renting at the time because I think it made it a lot easier than some of the stories that I've heard of homeowners who've had to work with insurance to be able to get, their home rebuilt. So this is going to be focusing mainly on just if you're a renter and also cars. I mean, both of our cars were completely smashed by this gigantic tree, as happens when you're hit by a tornado, and we did lose everything. Like we lost pretty much everything we owned, except for a few things that were in storage bins because they didn't get insulation and water and all the things that happens when it's exposed to the elements after the tornado passes through. So you can imagine, after the tornado hits your house, there's going to be things kind of just blown all across your yard. Sometimes it will take things and throw it all the way down the street and you never see it again. It's things that we were like, oh, we used to have that and we never saw it again. And of course, this depends on the type of tornado. And, if you're directly impacted. For us, the EF3 tornado went directly over our house. So it just literally just tossed everything everywhere. And so what we had to do for insurance was, first of all, immediately, called them. It happened at 1 a.m. at night. And so, we called them probably around 10 a.m. and just said, hey, this is what happened. And I had some great friends who kind of coached me along this way. Like, they had somebody in their family who was in insurance and kind of said, hey, like, here's the thing. If you have insurance, even if it's just renter's insurance, the insurance company most of the time will be able to give you a check right away just to cover the things that you need immediately. Right. So we needed immediately, we needed things like new clothes. I mean, not, for the rest of our life, but just for that, like the next few days. All our clothes had mud and dirt and insulation and all this stuff. We couldn't wear the clothes that we had. So we had to go to Target and we had to buy that. We had to buy toothpaste and all sorts of different things. We had to find a place to live, like a hotel. And so the insurance company was actually super helpful in paying for our hotel expenses and paying for, just giving us a check. They just gave us a check for $1,000 to be able to cover just the necessities that we needed to be able to survive. So you have your insurance, like your renter's insurance, which is going to cover all the things that you've lost. And then you're going to have car insurance for things like if your cars got totaled. Now, some of my neighbors, their cars were fine and they were able to drive off on that. For us, it was just, you know, a tree just literally landed on both of them, just crushed them. And so then I needed to talk to the car insurance people. And that one took a little bit longer because you have to actually get the tree off the car so that the insurance company could say, yeah, now we possess the car, here's your check. And I think it took a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to get that gigantic tree off of our car. Like they had to chop it all up and then finally I called the car insurance company. I said, okay, the tree's off. Like now you can get a tow truck down there to get the car. So it was just a crazy time, but insurance was a big part of helping us, get back to normal. One of the daunting things that we had to do was create an Excel list of all the things that we owned and how much they were worth. And so we literally like had to type in like washing machine and look up the brand and look at when we bought it. And so that was a big daunting task, but something that was worth doing. And we did have to go back to the house a bunch and look at the things that were still kind of thrown around to see if we forgot anything. And even your clothes, like you're supposed to put in like 3 pairs of jeans, and the brand is this, and this is how much it costs, and all of that, so they can add it up and find out the grand total. For us, the grand total was more than what our insurance policy would cover. Not by a ton, but by probably like $7,000. And so they were just like, okay, you've hit the cap. So you don't need to add anything else. Like, we've seen that you've lost everything. And so this is the max amount that we can give you. So here you go. And that's why you pay for insurance, is so that when this happens, you know, you can have people who are helping you rebuild, because that's their business model. And so I'm so grateful that that was the case for me. Thanks so much for watching today. If you haven't seen other Tuesday Tornado Tips, go ahead and just jump on the YouTube channel and watch those, or go back through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all of those things, and we're here just to help you and encourage you and educate you on tornado safety. Thanks so much.